Okay guys, here's what I got. This is a late 97. It's actually considered a 98 because the WVIN code. It's obviously the 6.5. Show you what I got going on here. I have a very touchy throttle. I read around on the forums. A lot of people say lift pump. I can hear the lift pump running. The lift pump was replaced roughly a year ago with an aftermarket one. I pulled the top off the fuel filter, and that is, when it pumps, it's pumping fuel, so I'm going to eliminate lift pump. If I start the truck, and let's focus here, focus. When I say touchy throttle, if I just touch the throttle, the RPMs will jump up. Now, I barely touched the throttle there. I'm not touching it. To exemplify this, I'm plugged into the scanner. If we see our application right here, focus, Jesus. I'm gonna touch the throttle, touching it. I'm gonna try to go back to 1%. I'm just gonna try to hold it there. Now I lifted off of the throttle and it kept going up for a second. It's never done that before. I'm gonna back up here. If I check codes, display codes, the only thing I have is, probably can't see it, malfunction indicator lamp, which, I won't bore you to death. Focus, Jesus. This thing is horrible today. We want to go to functional tests, output controls, malfunction indicator lamp. When I turn the key, it doesn't come on. If I turn the lamp on, it shows that the lamp is on. I have no lamp. If I turn the key on, it doesn't come on either. So I'm going to say that since the computer is saying that the lamp is coming on, off. The computer thinks the lamp's going on and off, so I'm just going to say that that ain't working. Anyway, irrelevant, because there's no other codes in there. I did not clear anything. I've had this truck for 3 years. I've never cleared a code in it. Part of my other problem, it's not really doing it now because it's warm. I just got back from a trip. If you watch the R's real close, like I said, right now it's not really doing it. I'm not touching the throttle, I'm not doing anything. But it surges up and down. Now at idle, that's not really noticeable or a problem. But going down the highway with focus, Jesus. Going down the highway, just trying to hold, say, 50 miles an hour. Say 60 miles an hour. I'm always pulling a trailer. If I just try to hold that speed, I'm barely at that 2% mark. Oops. On the throttle application. So if I'm just touching the throttle, it'll take off and, you know, start climbing in speed, 62, 64, 66. And then if I lift off the throttle a little bit, it'll go right to idle, right to nothing. So, you know, I'm constantly decelerating to 60, up to 65, down to 60, up to 65. Now, the sensitive throttle, I'm going to shut this off. The sensitive throttle has been a problem since I bought the truck, like 3-4 years ago. But it's never giving me a surging or any problem like that. And as long as I had a trailer on, it didn't care. Like I said, the lift pump did go out. I want to show you one other thing here. The lift pump did go out, and It's not like the lift pump was out forever. It literally died about a block from our shop, and I replaced it right then and there. So it's not like I drove around forever with the lift pump out. One last thing I want to show you. Throttle. Maybe I can do this and you can see the pedal too. Throttle application, focus. Does look correct. I'm just barely touching the throttle. You know, there's 5%. I'm about an 1/8 inch down. I'm going to go a little bit faster here. I would say, you know, there's wide open, roughly half. Yeah, so I mean, I believe that the APP sensor is working correctly. I don't think that there's any problems there. The APP voltage, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be reading, but since it's showing the correct percentage, I'm going to think that that's right. Now that I've bored you for 6 minutes, what do you guys think? I'm having a problem drawing a line between the PMD, which has not been changed. It is still on the injection pump. This is a good wrench motor in here. Truck's got 160 rounds on it. I bought it with 120 and it already had a good wrench engine. So, yeah, I mean, it could have been changed a week before I bought it. Could have been changed at 30,000. Let me know your thoughts.